You're watching Camnet News. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Sharon Kalimbola. The top stories on our desk this evening. Fear grips MISISI compound residents. Suspected Patriotic Front cadres attack United Party for National Development members. Government to commence a debt swap with civil servants. Authorities curtail UPND alliance officials from traveling to MPIKA district. In international news, Mogadishu police chief survives AL-SHABAB attack and several killed. And in sports news, MICHO apologizes to soccer fans as Zambia fails to secure a win in the COSAFA Cup. Join me shortly for the details.
Camnet TV offers a wide range of advertising spaces for motion adverts, preaching programs, social media advertising, studio facilities, productions, programs and documentaries. Grow your business with us at Camnet TV. For advertising space, visit our offices at plot number 396/100 Ibex Hill, Kablonga Road. Call 0962 965 883 or 0979-753-010, or you can email us on info@camnettvafrica.com. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Once again, thank you for joining us. The news in detail. President Edgar Lungu's campaign coordinator in Opola, Dr. Chitalu Chilufya, has informed taxi drivers in Mansa district that the head of state values their contribution towards the country's economic development. The drivers from all taxi ranks paid a courtesy call on Dr. Chilufya this morning to discuss matters hinging on their operations in the district. And Dr. Chilufya encouraged transporters to adopt the culture of saving to yield more from their operations. He urged them to form cooperatives so that they can benefit from funds and grants that the Patriotic Front government and its cooperating partners have rolled out countrywide. And Dr. Chilufya says transporters must follow COVID-19 guidelines as they conduct their businesses. He adds that the president wants businesses to thrive in a healthy environment. In other news, the United Party for National Development Alliance leaders were this morning blocked from traveling to MPIKA district in Muchinga province for an ordination ceremony of Right Reverend Edwin Mulundu at St. Joseph, the Weka Cathedral. The alliance partners were scheduled to fly into MPIKA on a chartered plane for the procession, had their flight permit cancelled by the authorities, who said Patriotic Front members of the Central Committee were traveling to the same destination. The UPND alliance leaders included Movement for Democratic Change MDC President Felix Mutati, Movement for National Transformation President Dr. Daniel Shimonza, MDC Chairperson for Disability Sarah Bratton, and MDC Deputy Media Director Edmond Miti. And reacting to this development, MDC President Felix Mutati has described as laughable the decision to grant a team a permit to fly to Chipata, where they had absolutely no business, instead of MPIKA.
Today is a very significant day in the calendar of the Catholic, particularly for MPIKA, the installation of the bishop. And what I want to say is that this economy is in such a difficult condition because we have developed the habit of looking at transactions from the perspective of the transactor. Transactions are neutral, they go for the benefit of everybody in the economy. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. Who are going for a church function to witness the installation?
Well, it is disappointing to see the experience that we've had this morning. We were expected in MPIKA to attend a church service, and the permit that we were supposed to have been given has been denied for reasons that are not rational. And we feel that this is not the way that the political environment should be. We are not going for politics, we are going to attend a church service. And the PF-led government must begin to understand the importance of coexistence and also the fairness that is required insofar as politics are concerned. As it is now, we were supposed to celebrate with our friends in the Catholic, the installation of the MICHO. But this has been cancelled, and we are disappointed.
Several people in Lusaka's MISISI compound in Chawama constituency have been left injured, others battling for their lives at Chawama Hospital after an attack by alleged Patriotic Front members on Friday night around 23 hours. Camnet TV visited the scene and found some household assets, stolen and damaged properties, among others. And United Party for National Development, UPND Chawama constituency campaign manager Andrew Zulu says it is unfortunate that people are now living in fear following the acts of criminality. He adds that the attack is meant to instill fear in the opposition so that they should not file in their fresh nominations Monday next week. Details in this report.
Residents of Lusaka's MISISI compound Saturday morning woke up to a panic after noticing how some of the residents were brutally attacked by some suspected cadres of a named political party in the area Friday night.
Then Bilbao Minatan Madozi na mawindo kupwanya bonzi. Then after that setangu beta ukatambo titashanguta wangena mnyumba doba ipwanya yonsi. Then bambo timmenya na mama chet batukusokuti.
As this reporter and a camera person took the step to go into one of Lusaka's notorious compound to visit the scene, horror is what they witnessed. Broken doors, damaged windows, among other things, caused by the suspected cadres.
What has the fridge done? They've taken the radio here, they've taken the TV. Yes, these are pangas.
This woman, together with a child, survived from the cold-hearted attackers and disclosed to this reporter that she knows some of the alleged suspects.
Now kuna kweve futi wapwanya na kweve bachosa katundu na kuna shibachosa kwenzele kuma 2330 ba PF ni ba PF kwenze ba Intercity na ba Big 5 na ba City Market na bakamwala ndiye benze kuna bachawama pamene benze wangena munyumba benze bambika ndenzonera ndepenenze kuyanganira paka mpopa achafuta bapwanya kujana nezinapisa makuna mwana bevis banaziba tukukungenerera so pe wangena bano mungachi ati nchiwanira umuntu ndekwambotenga mu wenze fridge bambogaba na manje benze almost all of 20 benze okwana benze wangena munyumba kabe nangweza kuiza na fridge yenze
United Party for National Development UPND Chawama constituency campaign manager Andrew Zulu says the attack is meant to instill fear in the opposition, a move to stop them from filing in fresh nominations on Monday next week.
All along they say UPND are a violent party. But look, these are the PF people who are attacking UPND, even following them in their homes. And some of the people attacked are not even politicians. They are just mere citizens of MISISI who have got the privilege of enjoying their rights as citizens. We want a peaceful community where people can enjoy. This is not the Zambia that we want. May I appeal also to ECZ to take action to this political party that is known now as a violent party. We know why PF are doing this is because on Monday we are preparing for fresh nominations and they are trying to instill fear in us so that our candidates do not fall in. But as a political party, we will stand our grounds and make sure that our candidate go to fall in on Monday.
Despite several calls to end political violence by different stakeholders, among them political players, on the ground, violence continues, and those affected are the majority innocent citizens who are the voters. Fear is in the air and fear is savaging. Zambians are more afraid today than they have been in a long time. Miriam Kaimba reporting for Camnet TV News.
A sad story there. We hope that the authorities have taken keen interest in this matter and resolve the situation. Meanwhile, the United Party for National Development Deputy National Spokesperson Phineas Pomolo has appealed to the police to quickly arrest those instigating violence and instilling fear in the citizens. Meanwhile, Patriotic Front Lusaka District Youth Information and Publicity Secretary Jonas Chisamba has refuted allegations that the PF is behind the violence in the country.
Stopped enough. It's time that the Zambia police, they need to move in and arrest innocent Kalimash. Because we can't allow thuggerism and criminality to continue in our country in the name of PF cadres. Yesterday night, innocent Kalimashi and some of these thugs, they went and ransacked houses of 15 of our members. They stole television sets, they stole a lot of house items. Then in the process, they ended up injuring the owners of the houses which they vandalized. This case has been reported to Chawama police. Unfortunately enough, up to now, no arrest has been made.
Always tell us not to involve ourselves in violence. In Patriotic Front, we are very ready to work with anyone. That's why in Patriotic Front, you will never find a Patriotic Front member removing even a political campaign poster for the UPND. It's up to our friends. Us in PF, we always want this country to continue being at peace. We have been enjoying this peace since 1964, and we wouldn't like to lose this peace because of politics, because of elections. Elections comes and go. Life must continue. We are all Zambians.
Still on the same issue, police in Lusaka have confirmed that they're investigating reports of aggravated robbery and unlawful wounding, which occurred on the 9th of July 2021, around 23 hours in MISISI compound. Zambia police spokesperson Esther Katongo says a report was received from Gilan Simfokwe, age 39, of MISISI compound, that he was attacked by criminals at his residence, leaving him unconscious. She says it was further alleged that whilst at his home, he heard some noise which prompted him to go outside to check and saw a group of people jump over the wall fence and immediately hugged him on the head and right leg and stole from him a Nitel phone P32 valued at 920 kwacha and cash worth 320 kwacha.
Police, after regaining consciousness, some of the properties that have been stolen are mobile phones and household properties such as deep freezers, television sets, mattresses, among others. In another development, in the morning of today, 10th July 2021, our officers received information from members of the public in MISISI compound that they had spotted a motor vehicle that was on fire. Police officers rushed to the scene together with officers from the fire brigade and confirmed the report to be true. Upon inquiry, it was established that the motor vehicle in question was a Toyota Corolla, registration number ABX 8210, valued at 70,000 kwacha, and at the time of the attack was being driven by Jonathan Walia, age 37, of Old Kanyama compound.
Electoral Commission of Zambia Solwezi District Electoral Officer Bonwell Lwanga has underscored the need for media personnel in the district to report fairly and accurately on all political parties, especially in this campaign period. Mr. Lwanga says this is in order for the electorates to make informed decision on who to vote for. Mr. Lwanga has cited the need to adapt to change in order to meet the needs of the public and to counter disinformation, misinformation, and malpractice, which are vices that have propelled hate speech in society.
The media is usually the means through which the public find out about an election and the political players. The media therefore needs to report fairly and accurately on the campaigns of all the political parties involved in an election so that the electorate can make informed choices. The media needs to provide all the people with accurate information about the whole electoral process. The Commission has also noted the emergence of online media, citizen journalism, and greater citizen participation in public dialogue through cyberspace. We need to adapt to change and shift our approach in order to meet the needs of the public and to counter disinformation, misinformation, and malinformation, which are vices that have propelled hate speech in our society today. I therefore urge you all to uphold and champion media ethics. Remember that inaccurate or false news reports can ruin an individual's reputation or cause public unrest. As media practitioners, you must not misuse your power by twisting the news and using it as a personal weapon to deliberately harm anyone.
The Zambia Cooperative Federation says it is not discouraged by the number of teething problems it is facing since the implementation of the Presidential Empowerment Milling plans across the country. Speaking to Camnet TV in an exclusive interview, ZCF Director General James Chira says despite the project being rolled out, more still needs to be done to ensure that the full potential is realized. Details in this report.
Despite some assertions that the solar milling plant project implemented by the Zambia Cooperative Federation under the Presidential Milling Plant Initiative in 2015 has become a white elephant, ZCF has argued this, stating that the project is on track with over 1,600 installed countrywide with over 50% performance overall.
We visited 842 milling plants jointly with the Rural Electrification Authority. And we found that out of these 842 milling plants, 85% of them were functioning correctly.
The ZCF Director General James Chira, however, noted that, like any other project, it too is faced with a few teething problems, especially with the onset of the current COVID-19 pandemic, but are optimistic that all this will soon be things of the past.
What we are trying to do is that we want you to keep the wealth from production of raw material up to processing, to keep in the district. Some are doing it correctly, some are doing it wrongly, and we are not discouraged by the fact that there are certain milling plants that are not being used effectively to meet the objective of this project. Because we know that with a little more sensitization and engagements, we should get all the milling plants running in line with the original objective.
A check by Camnet TV news crew at one of the plants in Lusaka's Baunleni compound revealed that operation was taking place with several clients bringing in their grain to be processed into milling mill. The foreman at the plant revealed that on a good working day, over 15 bags are processed, much to the pleasure of the community.
Demand is high than supply. Because chigaanja solar so kupezeka ti kumangala kwa challenges manga muitankadya season chifuka chigayo chili efficient uzapezeka tingati kwa gaya leso wabwera na 50 kg kupezeka tungotoka kwa at least utoka bwino wambili then mafika vina tosa kupezeka chimankala demand uzakati na watu wabwera maningi fund kaisha.
The current price of milling meal in Zambia stands between 125 kwacha to 150 kwacha per 25 bag of maize. For those interested in cutting costs, a 50-kilogram bag of recently harvested maize price at local market stands at 150 kwacha, meaning that a trip to the nearest solar milling plant can cut the price of milling meal at household level by about half. Liseli Kanyanga Mubanga, Camnet TV News in Lusaka.
The Zambia Compulsory Standards Agency has warned importers and traders of second-hand underwear to desist from selling the product that may negatively affect consumers, adding that the ban is still in effect. ZCSA Head of Communications, Ronald Tembo, says the agency has noted with concern that there are still pockets of traders engaged in the illicit activity and making the scale of used underwear flourish in different parts of the country. Details in this report.
Some locals argue that locally made undergarments that are affordable are often low quality, while second-hand underwear are less expensive and come in attractive design, colors, and better fabrics. The selling of second-hand undergarments continues to grow on the streets across the country despite health concerns which the practice poses to members of the public. Some time back, Zambia outlawed the sale of this second-hand underwear because of health concerns, but the business is on the rise. Speaking in an interview with Camnet TV today, the Zambia Compulsory Standard Agency, ZCSA, has warned the importers and traders to desist from selling undergarments.
Received a number of concerns from some sections of the media that the sale and the trading of used undergarments are actually flourishing in most trading places, especially in Lusaka. As an agency, we wish to state categorically that the sale of undergarments, popularly known as Salaola, is prohibited because of health concerns. So the ban of the sale and trading of undergarments is secured under the Zambia Compulsory Standard number 559, which prohibits the sale and trading of undergarments and nightwear, which may include pajamas, ladies and gents pants, night dresses, and so on and so forth.
How do these products find themselves on the streets in the first place? Mr. Tembo had a response for that question.
Our preliminary assessment over that is that I think you are aware that ZCSA exists in 7 border entry points out of about 28, 29 border areas. So we are present in the 7 and then also in the provincial centers. So what is perpetrating this illicit activity is that most of these goods that find themselves on the market, they are being smuggled and we have no control. As you are aware that we are relatively new, we were established in 2018, so we are barely 3 years in existence. So right now we don't really have capacity in terms of human resource to be everywhere to enforce this statutory instrument. But otherwise we are doing our efforts, engaging stakeholders to ensure that they educate traders that the sale of underwear is actually illegal according to the statutory instrument as directed by government.
Alex Chimba, Camnet News, Lusaka.
The Operation Young Vote has urged politicians to be practicing dignified politics by being consistent and accountable for what they say on national matters. Speaking to Camnet TV in an interview, Acting Executive Director Isaac Mwali says it is regrettable that politicians tend to switch positions once they attain positions. He notes that the trend is worrying as it erodes public confidence in the governance system.
In many African countries, Zambia inclusive, people who opt to stay away from politics say politics is a dirty game, but others say politics is a clean game, but that some players are dirty. Another question that may arise is that why politicking is demeaning to democracy and the credibility of governance. Part of the answer, according to Operation Young Vote, is political inconsistency among politicians who allegedly take advantage of the perception that Zambians suffer from amnesia and would forget things easily. He cited the following example.
So I'm telling you, not only those who are here, those who voted for PM, even those who are watching whatever you're watching, you go and tell your friends that because we made the wrong decision. Look at the price of milk today. It's gone to 115, 120 kwacha. And you Zambians, you're not even talking about it. Maybe you've forgotten. I want to remind you, in 2016, Edgar Lungu lied to you that the price of milk will be 35 kwacha. In 2016, Edgar Lungu lied to you that the price of milk will be 35 kwacha.
But now that the veteran politician is the PF Northern Province Campaigns Coordinator, and when he appeared on the PF Interactive Forum, these were his views about the economy.
Yes, because I've heard that some sectors, rather the opposition in particular, they are cheating the Zambian people that the cost of living is quite high. Let the opposition party leaders just travel across into Zimbabwe before they get into South Africa and they compare the prices. They will realize that President Edgar Lungu has actually contained this country to a level where at least things are still affordable.
But Operation Young Vote Acting Executive Director Isaac Mwale advises politicians to be consistent when talking about governance issues as opposed to issuing conflicting statements as
You're watching Camnet News. Just now we take a break. Still to come and more interesting stories. Don't go away.
To you, our dear esteemed customers, as ZAMBIA, we're glad to bring something of excitement to you, and it's a promotion we've dubbed Yatu, which simply means it's yours. And in this promotion, we're giving benefits that are tailored to you specifically as a customer, depending on the profile or the segment that you're sitting on as a customer. And in this promotion, we are saying you will get from as low as 13 way benefits amounting to over 500%. And it's all for you so that you get more benefits. So to know more about Yatu, stay on.
Yatu is a promotion that offers ZAMBIA customers amazing benefits that are made just for you. ZAMBIA customers will get amazing benefits of over 500% bonus back the value that they use when they subscribe to a Yatu offer. Yatu benefits will be usable for ZAMBIA to ZAMBIA calls, ZAMBIA to ZAMBIA SMSs, and browsing on pay-as-you-go defined rates. For you to access the amazing Yatu offers, all you have to do is dial *335# and select option 1 to purchase the offer that best suits you. ZAMBIA customers will have the ability to actually purchase the Yatu benefit more than once. So this means you can purchase the offer twice, you can purchase the offer 3 times, and the benefits will be accumulative at the end of the day. Yatu benefits will be able to be redeemed if you subscribe to the same offer within a 5-day period. So if you have unused benefits from the previous day and the expiry date comes, you can still subscribe to the same offer within 5 days and your benefits will be able to accumulate. How amazing is that? For you to check your Yatu benefit balance, all you have to do is dial *335# and select option 2 and you'll be able to see your current balance.
Lungu and the Patriotic Front have transformed the transportation sector by facilitating the construction of bus stations around the country. Vote for Edgar Chagwa Lungu and the PF that have brought you change.
From time immemorial, we have had different types of lighting options, from those that can burn down our investments in minutes to those that dig holes in our pockets due to constant replacement and huge consumption of our ZESCO units. Savenda Electric introduces the new and advanced electric bulb with cutting-edge technology of LED that has low power consumption, gives out bright white light, and lasts up to 25,000 hours. Savenda Electric manufactures all types of LED light, like plastic LED fluorescent tubes, down lights, ceiling lights, outdoor fittings, and solar street lights made to customer specifications. Let's live on the bright side of life by choosing the wide range of Savenda electric lighting solutions that are available in all leading stores and supermarkets countrywide. For orders, call 0962 642 490 or email jnbanda@savenda.com or pchabula@savenda.com.
Camnet TV offers a wide range of advertising spaces for motion adverts, preaching programs, social media advertising, studio facilities, productions, programs, and documentaries. Grow your business with us at Camnet TV. For advertising space, visit our offices at plot number 396/100, Ibex Hill, Kabulonga Road. Call 0962 965 883 or 0979 753 010, or you can email us on info@camnettvafrica.com. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
You're still watching Camnet News. Thank you so much for staying on. The Zambia Anti-Tribalism Youth Organization Deputy Chairperson Simata has charged that the move by government to swap date for teachers and public service workers is a sign that the Patriotic Front government has no campaign strategy anymore. Mr. Simata states that government should first settle pending bills they owe to retirees than seek a date swap, which he says is aimed at seeking public sympathy from the civil servants. His comment comes in the wake of a statement issued by the Vice President Inonge Wina on Friday in Western Province that the head of state has heeded to the cries of the civil servants by assenting to a date swap to help alleviate their financial burdens in the work of the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, National Action for Quality Education in Zambia has applauded the government for the move to help the teachers. The government, through the Vice President, has since announced the implementation of a date swap with immediate effect.
Debates have emerged over the decision by the government of swapping dates for public servants, many calling the initiative as a campaign strategy used to silence the civil servants in buying their votes. Yesterday, the Republican Vice President Inonge Wina, while in Western Province, announced that the head of state, President Edgar Lungu, had taken note of the cries of civil servants by assenting to the date swap to help lessen their financial burden in this COVID-19 period. Under honor, the Vice President has disclosed to civil servants today, Saturday, the 10th of July 2021, during a tour in Senanga, that government understood the challenges that they are facing, hence announced the implementation of the date swap with immediate effect.
That government should take charge, the Ministry of Finance should take charge of this arrangement to ensure that you are protected from the money lenders and the other financial institutions. So this will be done, and we are sending Mr. Chimbwali, the Permanent Secretary, Civil Service, what do you call it? Public Service Management Division, to come to Western Province. I think it will be the first province to be visited, so that this is
Yesterday, Friday, the 9th of July 2021, the National Union for Public and Private Educators of Zambia threatened to take action on Monday, the 12th of July 2021, if government was to fail to address their concern, among them delay in payment of debt emoluments.
That the union had agreed with government through Public Service Management Division to have the personal emoluments related arrears paid.
But the Zambia Anti-Tribalism Youth Organization says the initiative is a sign of lack of campaign strategy by the PF.
Time of elections, no, you need to love your country. When you love your country, then the situation you are in will tell you whether what the politicians are telling you is true or not. You see, they are failing to pay civil servants because they don't have money. I know it's a good thing, but do they have money to settle those outstanding balances? The answer is no. So this is just, elections. They want to win goodwill from people, but they are telling me that the teachers can accept.
Meanwhile, The National Action for Quality Education in Zambia, NAQUIZ, has welcomed the move, stating that this is something that the teachers have been waiting for.
We have welcomed the pronouncement by the President that government will do a date swap for teachers and other civil servants. This is commendable, and this is what teachers have always waited for. As the country will recall, some few weeks ago, NAQUIZ announced a review to the country that more than 90% of our teachers were in great debt, and this was disturbing their teaching.
Miriam Kemba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
The Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, DMMU, has distributed 450 bags of melamel in selected locations of Shibuyunji District, Central Province, to assist people affected by floods. Speaking in an interview with Camnet TV during the distribution, Shibuyunji District Commissioner Jairo Simkoko says the government, through DMMU, has heard the appeals made by affected people. Mr. Simkoko says the move is not politically motivated. Details in this report.
The Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, DMMU, was created in 1994 as a permanently established certified government agency, forming part of the Office of the Vice President, charged with the responsibility of ensuring the achievement of the nation's disaster management objectives. It is for this reason that the certified government agency has come to the aid of Shibuyunji District by distributing 450 bags of meal to 10 catchment areas in the district, which were affected by flooding. Shibuyunji District Commissioner Jairo Simkoko, through Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, has distributed the relief foods.
We've distributed to the affected families. We've given them, but it's not enough. We're still expecting some more. So that all the people that are affected by the floods, well, these people, they depend on fishing, and most of the camps they have there, they're submerged in water. Now their livelihood is disturbed, and now they cried for help, and that's what we come to do here. So we're hoping to come back next week and see to it. We'll come as a team, or it's the Disaster Management Committee, to come and do the further assessment and see how best these people can be helped. Because them, they are used from childhood, it's been fishing, and that is their source of livelihood, and that's their source of employment, and that's a source of proteins. And it's difficult for us that we can make the move to the upper land, because it's a process that we started last year, but while we are still doing this, we need to attend to their immediate need, that is the food needs. That's all.
The people in the area have expressed gratitude after the gesture shown by government.
Twatasha pa bupebuntu twapokerera okufuma kuli ba district commission palichi tulelombo kuti nakabiri bakakitenge efifine nga fintu bakutira okufuma fena kunuma lesale bapala.
Blessings Chakwila, Camnet News, Lusaka.
The Center for Trade Policy and Development, CTPD, is concerned about the implementation of digital security laws ahead of the August 12th general elections. CTPD researcher Legal Chileshe Mange has noted with concern that the certain politicians have made derogatory statements directed at specific tribes or groups of people have not been brought to book. She says this contradicts the Cybersecurity Act, especially that these comments were published and streamed on social media. Ms. Mange says such passiveness brings into question the fairness and uniformity at which the law will be implemented. She explains that this is especially given that concerns were raised by civil society organizations and other stakeholders about the Cybersecurity Act curtailing freedom of expression and being used as a tool for political gain.
It is also concerning that certain provisions of the Cybersecurity Act are not in tandem with the Data Protection Act, also enacted earlier this year. For instance, the Cybersecurity Act allows law enforcement agencies to intercept communication of individuals without prior notification. On the other hand, the Data Protection Act seeks to enforce the fundamental rights and freedoms of private citizens insofar as the use of their personal data and privacy. CTPD is therefore calling on the relevant regulators and law enforcement agencies to collaborate with CSOs and find a way to harmonize implementation of these laws, particularly as the country approaches the next general elections on August 12th.
The Drug Enforcement Commission has arrested 10 people for trafficking in illicit drugs contrary to Nicotine Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 35 of 2021 of the laws of Zambia. In Southern Province, the Commission has arrested Rodney Maseka, a male aged 23 of Zambia compound in Choma district for trafficking in 4 sachets of heroin and 13.8 grams of loose cannabis. Meanwhile, the Commission in Western Province has arrested 3 drug suppliers. The suspects are identified as Alex Chitoma, a male aged 39, Kabuto Mubita, a female aged 39, and Ndala Kapanga, a male aged 42, all from Limulunga Shanti compound in Mongo, were arrested in separate incidences for trafficking in 35 kilograms, 3.2 kilograms, and 700 grams of loose cannabis, respectively. DEC Public Relations Officer Matthias Kamanga gave an account of the incidents.
Central Province, the Commission has arrested Nagai Kunda, a female aged 56 of Vessel Farms in Kushi, for trafficking in 4.19 grams of loose cannabis that was concealed in 2 green plastic bags. In a separate incident, a suspect identified as Daniel Siluvwe, a male aged 36 of Mumembe Farms in Mkushi, was arrested for trafficking in 3.74 kilograms of loose cannabis. In Mchinga Province, the Commission has arrested Freestone Chola, a male aged 22 of Supani village in Lavushimanda district, for trafficking in 5.6 kilograms of cannabis that was wrapped in a cloth packed in a red and white sack.
The Ministry of Health has reiterated its conviction to bring COVID-19 under control sooner than later. Ministry of Health Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, Dr. Kennedy Malama, says the ministry is comforted by the fact that with the rampant preventive interventions at community level and getting vaccination against COVID-19, the country can significantly shorten the period of bringing COVID-19 under control. Dr. Malama implores the general public to continuously do its part at individual, family and community level to complement the government in mitigating the pandemic. In the last 24 hours, 2,384 new confirmed COVID-19 cases out of 10,222 tests conducted have been recorded, bringing the cumulative number of confirmed cases recorded to date to 174,789. Meanwhile, 39 new COVID-19 related deaths have also been recorded in the last 24 hours, with 14,525 active cases. This was contained in a statement made available to Camnet TV. You're still watching Camnet News. We take another set of commercials. Join me shortly for international and sports news.
I was born in Mwengwa in a grass-thatched house. I went to school barefoot and then to secondary school. University came, all of these on government bursary, on the sponsorship of the people of Zambia. Many people ask me questions. Why have you continued to seek public office? You've been arrested 15 times. This fight is not about Hakainde. It's about 18 million Zambians who want a better life. I'm standing for the presidency of this country because I know and I believe that this country is so rich and yet its people live in poverty. I am standing for that child to have an opportunity to go to school the way I did myself. It's time for change. Zambians have suffered enough. I'm Hakainde Hichilema. I invite you to take my hand. Together, we will build a better land for every Zambian.
Harry Mwanga Nkumbula International Airport, located just 15 kilometers from the Victoria Falls, is now one of the best and busiest airports that Zambia has. Vote for Edgar Chagwa Lungu and the PF that have brought you change.
At Master Signs, our services range from outdoor, indoor signage such as billboards, banners, 3D light boxes, pylons and neon signs. We are located at plot number 397A, Makeni Road, Lusaka. at Oryx Filling Station. For more details, call us on +260 967 100 090 or +260 966 999 981, or better still, email us at infomastersign@gmail.com. Master Sign, we will make it shine.
Every day for me means hard work. Going to sell my goods at the local market. To get more customers, I have my secret. Oracle Pure Glycerin. It's soft, smooth, and keeps my skin perfect. And my customers know it. Thank you, Oracle, for my perfect skin.
In this fast-paced era of industrial boom and population growth, there is need to invest in smart ways of managing electricity and water consumption and reducing utility billing costs associated with the postpaid billing system. At Savenda Electronics, we manufacture right here in Zambia different types of high-quality smart electricity and water meters to customer specifications. Savenda Electronics water and electricity meters help you monitor your usage and gives notifications such as low units, tampering, low battery, and many other features. These easy-to-use meters makes it easier to buy units even in these COVID times and top up just from the comfort of your space. Favorable contract terms are available to both electricity and water utilities. For more details, get in touch with us on the following numbers: 0956 580 349 or 0977 498 318. Savenda Electronics, the real deal.
Camnet TV offers a wide range of advertising spaces for motion adverts, preaching programs, social media advertising, studio facilities, productions, programs and documentaries. Grow your business with us at Camnet TV. For advertising space, visit our offices at plot number 396/100 Ibex Hill, Kablonga Road. Call 0962 965 883 or 0979 753 010, or you can email us at info@camnettvafrica.com. Camnet TV, no just another channel.
You're still watching Camnet News. Thank you for staying on. In international news, at least 4 people have been killed and 9 others are wounded after a suicide car bombing targeted a convoy carrying Mogadishu's police chief, according to Somali's officials. Forhan Mohammed, the police commissioner, survived Saturday's blast. Police spokesperson Sadiq Aden Ali said Al-Shabaab, an Al-Qaeda-linked armed group fighting to overthrow Somalia's internationally recognized government, claimed responsibility for the attack. The group said they killed 4 police officers in the attack and